Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Amethyst Rune Witch, and today's going to be another book review. Something that I've found helpful, and I'm going to talk about The Complete Guide to Chakras, Vintage Edition by Ambika Waters. So this isn't necessarily something that you could specifically. This isn't specific to witchcraft, but it is something that I found useful to understand myself, which I feel is part of my shadow self, understanding my shadow. And to me, that is part of my witchy journey. So yeah, let's have a little talk-see about this. Because it's in-depth. It does a general overview of, the general, like just it's to me, it's like a course. It's the easiest way to describe it. It's like doing a course on the chakras, and you start off with a little bit about all of them. Like the general chakra system, how there's the main 7, but then there's, hundreds of thousands of, other chakras. But I think it does it talks about auras, it's got the masculine, feminine stuff, how each one functions. Like, genuinely, this is still part of the not introduction, but it's part of the first chapter. So this is just part of the first chapter, and that's how much information is on just those 2 pages. And if that's just on 2 pages in the initial first chapter, it talks about the archetypes, how each one has an archetype, what it is, how to connect with, well, not really how to connect with it, but it's, there's visualization things, spiritual dimension, affirmations. There's so much. And then it does go into like what I call the meaty part, the individual chakras, and there's a lot of pages per one. So this is just the root. Just a look at the root. Now there are images, there's illustrations, there's background stuff. It's got the Sanskrit name, what that means when translated into English, where that comes from, the qualities and attributes. Page 2, you've got the archetypes, positive and negative. So positives obviously once the chakra has been worked on. The negative is where it's not been worked on and it's a bit stagnant. It's not really working properly. Got the body parts, physical problems, astrological associations. So the root chakra is associated with Capricorn. Aspects of the solar system, there's Earth and Saturn. It's got different themes that are associated with the root chakra, like survival instincts, times of change, or no, how those, like how the root chakra ties into your survival instincts and plays into times of change in your genetic memory, the emotional body. There's mythological animal, earthly locations. If you're into knowing about the angelic connection with the chakras, that's also a good start. It does tell you, I'm not into that, but the information's there if you want it. The mental body, expanding your consciousness, manifesting unity, living creatively. The spiritual dimension, the intelligence behind it, what soul lesson we can learn. And then it does talk about how to access it. So that's just like the like, here's what it's all about. Now here's how to access it. You've got affirmations, negative attitudes, positive attitudes, a meditation for the root chakra, a shape that's associated with it. So you can do visualization, there's a realizing your dreams, and sealing the chakra. So that, you know, when you've connected and activated, then you can seal it so that that energy doesn't just go everywhere whilst at the same time going nowhere at all, and it doesn't just exit and leave and stay gone. There's crystals, suggested crystals for how to connect with the root chakra. For example, it's ruby, bloodstone and hematite. And then there's a questionnaire. Yep. But there's multiple questions per 5 things. So you've got patience, structure, stability, security, manifestation, the colour associated with the root chakra, what planet the root chakra is governed by, which is Saturn, which is all about ruling time, change and stability, working through negativity with the root chakra, and then you move into the sacral chakra and it all just repeats, but each chakra is different. So you've got the for the sacral chakra, you've got balanced appetite, simple nourishment, spiritual vessel, regenerative energy. You know, there's so much, and I genuinely do love this. I love this book. It's been so helpful because I've been working on my chakras, and this has really helped me because I wanted to split it down. I didn't want to just blast through them all and be over and done in like a day. I specifically sat down, read the chapter on, you know, using root chakra as an example. I sat down, read about the root chakra, and then I wrote down things that I've noticed in my life from before I started thinking about my personal chakras, and now that I've done this. So I even went through some of the questions from the questionnaire and was like, oh, this is what I've done. I have actually grown in this regard. And things that I've done in the last few years have been related to my chakras, which I think has helped. And I've connected the dots have been connected. It's not just a random picture of dots. I've connected them. There's actually a picture for me. So that's a series of blog posts that I've done. They're all on my website. Welcome to go check it out. See if any of the ideas resonate with you. But if you want to do a deep dive into it, you know, you've got this, and there's chakra healing at the back. So after going through all the chakras, you've got the different healing methods: colour healing, homeopathy, flower essences, hands-on healing. So, you know, crystal healing, sounds, food therapy. That could actually be a helpful one. That should be really helpful. Then you've got meditation using angels, the goddess, and the Christ light. And that's it. So it doesn't just go through like the different chakras, how to connect with them, the questionnaire about, you know, what's your chakra, what's your root chakra like. It does that for each of the chakras, and then it says, well, here's how you could heal them. Here's how you can work on that. Like obviously you could, for crystal healing, you can do it yourself. You could get someone else to do it. You could, you know, there's Reiki, there's like there's so much. There's such a huge possibility, but this is handy dandy to me. I love it. I think it's a great book. it's really helped me to slow down and think about each of my chakras. So, yep, short and sweet. A little bit about the chakras. I do have another book about chakras, but this is the one that I refer to most, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I do get the other one out, but it's less in depth than this, and I prefer this. So yeah, this is it. I do have a bookmark in it. It's find magic in every chapter, and this is probably going to be a bookmark that follows me around everywhere. It's I got it from Witch Casket. Lots of my stuff comes from Witch Casket. Most of the books do not, I will say that. There is a book that I would like to get from Witch Casket. I haven't been able to get it yet. It's a plan. I'm planning to. It's going to be a thing. But for chakras, I love this book. Now, of course, there are other books out there about chakras, so if you don't like the idea of it, if you haven't liked the look of what I've shown you, how everything's laid out, that's okay. Go with what you like. So that's The Complete Guide to Chakras, a vintage edition by Ambercut Waters. Hope you can read that. I will pop it in the description because I know that's a bit hard to read. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope this has inspired you to look through your own chakras and see how they can tie into your magical workings. Because of course you could do a spell, you could do spells. Like I believe there's like flowers. Yeah, so it tells you where the chakra is located, sensory experience, qualities, life issues, physical activities, spiritual activities, essential oils, what plant it's associated with, metal, the element, a musical note, and type of music. So that's all in there. So you could, if you wanted to, do some kind of magical working around your chakras. And I love this book to help understand the chakra and know more about it. So I hope that's helpful. I hope I haven't rambled too much. I can get a bit too waffly about books. So yeah. Hope to see you again soon. If you've enjoyed this and you think you know someone who might be interested in learning about chakras, please do share it. And just let them know. So thanks everyone. Stay safe and blessings to you all.